Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the life of our brother firefighter and friend Chris Roy. I want you all to take a look around and see what this family of firefighters is all about. It's a brotherhood. And as you look around, it couldn't be more clear. We're all one big family. This family is about supporting our fellow brothers and sisters, despite having met one another or not, through the good times and the bad, and of course, through tragedy. So that being said, the job of a firefighter is not something that just anybody can do. This job is truly a calling. It takes a special kind of person, someone with a huge heart, a person of character, and of course, a person of great compassion. All of those attributes which explain Roy to a T. He was a selfless man, and he cared so much about the people around him. And I remember when Roy first called me to let me know he had made it through the long and stressful process of getting into our fire academy, and how elated he was to join us in the ranks of Worcester Fire Department. Going through drill school, it was clear for everybody to see that he was the biggest guy out there. But let me tell you, he was also the best. Roy was the first guy to step up for any task the training staff had offered to him. He was just so eager to learn. He was so eager to get any and all knowledge so he could get out in the companies and do this great job. After graduating, Roy was assigned to Ladder 4, Group 3, which is located at Worcester Square Firehouse. It's not just a regular firehouse. Worcester Square is rich in tradition, and so many great firefighters have passed through those halls in what we in the fire service like to call Jakes. Roy became the go-to guy. Not only did he learn, but he excelled at the special operations and the technical rescue. He became so good in such a short period of time, and we all couldn't be more proud of him. And as we gather here today, I want you all to remember and celebrate the beautiful life of our brother, Christopher Roy. Jake.
In the middle of the night, in the early hours of the morning last Sunday, there was no peace in Maine South. Well, maybe the early morning churchgoers that day, they might have found a semblance of peace in their sacred space, but there was certainly no peace on Lowell Street. There was confusion, there was heartache, there was lots of yelling, a couple of maydays, there was fear, attempts at quick rescue. If this is what it looks like to arrive at the words, but they are in peace, I say no thanks. I'd rather find it in the Ward's house, in the quiet of an early Sunday morning, in the presence of God. We say it 1,000 times, over and over and over again. It's what they do. Now they perform acts that go far beyond your normal expectations. What Chris did the other morning, of course, it went way beyond the norm, because this is what we do. Now, when everything's in place, at least as well as, we know that right now, this stuff can still happen. And then bring heartache to a close-knit, beautiful family, a fire department, and to a city once again. Our city is forced to address the death of a courageous firefighter. Again. A guy whose family was so proud of him. A guy who took care of Ava, the greatest of.
The men and women of today's fire service are confronted with a more dangerous work environment than ever before. We are forced to continually change our strategies and tactics to accomplish our tasks. Our methods may change, but our goals remain the same as they were in the past: to save lives and to protect property, sometimes at our terrible cost. This is what we do. This is our chosen profession. This is the tradition of the firefighter. The fire service of today is ever changing, but is steeped in traditions 200 years old. One such tradition is the sound of a bell. In the past, as firefighters began their tour of duty, it was the bell that signaled the beginning of that day's shift. Throughout the day and night, each alarm was sounded by a bell, which summoned these brave souls to fight fires and to place their lives in jeopardy for the good of their fellow citizen. And when the fire was out and the alarm had come to an end, it was the bell that signaled to all the completion of that call. When a firefighter had died in the line of duty, paying the supreme sacrifice, it was the mournful toll of the bell that solemnly announced a comrade's passing. We utilize these traditions as symbols, which reflect honor and respect on those who have given so much and who have served so well. To symbolize the devotion that these brave souls had for their duty, a special signal of 5 rings, 3 times each, represents the end of our comrades' duties and that they will be returning to quarters. And so, to Christopher Roy, who selflessly gave his life for the good of his fellow man, his tasks completed, his duties well done. To our comrade, his last alarm